What's going on, guys? Welcome to Baseball Daily. My name's CJ. Today we're going to be talking about the NL Cy Young race. So it's basically coming down to three guys. We got Jacob deGrom, Max Scherzer, and Aaron Nola. I mean, all three guys have been doing really well this year. So we're going to just break them down a little bit. So here we go. All right, so the first guy we're going to talk about is Aaron Nola. He's with the Phillies. He's having a pretty decent year this year. I say decent, but I mean pretty good. So he's 15-4 record. He has gotten better every year since he's been in the big leagues. Kept his ERA under 4 in each of those seasons, and he's only 25. So he's actually doing pretty good with a 15-4 record. His ERA this year is 2.23, which is incredible actually. So he's not really on everybody's radar. Because he's playing for the Phillies. Phillies are actually having a really good year, but like unless you're really a Phillies fan, nobody really pays that much attention to the Phillies. So unless you're looking at all the trades they made recently, but I mean, honestly, besides his recent start against the Cubs, he's actually been lights out pretty much all year. 15-4 record for a guy who's 25 years old. That's a pretty decent shout for him. We'll see what happens. Honestly, there's more guys ahead of him, but he's one of the top 3 in the race. So okay, so we'll move on to the next guy. All right, so the second guy we're going to talk about is Max Scherzer. He's been literally the #1 guy for the Nationals ever since he's got there. He was the #1 guy when he's with the Tigers as well. He's just been pretty much the best pitcher in the bigs for a long time now, and it's really hard for other guys to keep up with him. He's got a 16-6 record this year already, and 260 Ks as well, which is ridiculous again. So he's having another top season for himself. He literally is putting himself at the top of the race for this award. He should be. He's there every year. Everybody's talking about how good Max Scherzer is. He deserves to be in that conversation every single year, just because he knows what he's doing. But literally, if wins and strikeouts were like the gauge for how they pick this award, he'd be the automatic winner anyways. Right now, he would just lights out everybody else for this award. So this year is going to be actually interesting to see with with him and deGrom and Nola. These guys are pretty good pitchers, and they're all like competing with each other to try and get this award right now. So we'll actually see how it goes. But literally, if it's an old school approach and everybody's talking about wins and losses and stuff like that, I believe him probably be the main guy to win this. So we'll see what happens when the time comes. All right, cool. We'll move on now. All right, so the final guy we're going to talk about is Jacob deGrom. He's literally having a really good year, and it's unfortunate that he's on a really bad team, the Mets. So he's had recently in the last start, I made this a 25th start with allowing three runs or less. So that means that's a quality start stat for everybody who doesn't know that. So if you give up 3 runs or less in 6 innings, that's a quality start for you. So that goes down in the books for that sort of stuff. It's just he's kept the Mets in all these games. Like every game he pitches, the Mets really have a chance to win it. They just can't do it with the bats. So it's just an unfortunate thing for him where it's not working out in his favor for his wins and loss record, but his quality starts are ridiculous. So this is going to be the biggest thing this year, I think, between Scherzer and deGrom, is that he's got a ton of quality starts, whereas Scherzer's got more wins. But it's just it's going to be a tough for the people who pick these awards, just because deGrom's got a 1.68 ERA. That's the best. It's like the best in the National League. And he's keeping his teams in the games. He's got 230 Ks also this year, which is awesome. But yeah, like I said, it's just if it's down to quality starts, he's blown it out of the water. 25 quality starts in a year, that's crazy. So he's keeping his team in the games. It's just they're not scoring any runs or winning ball games for him. So it's just unfortunate for him that he's on a terrible team this year. So hopefully we'll see what happens. He could be trade piece next year. So we'll see what happens with him and where he goes. So hopefully he can get on a team that's actually going to win him some games. It is what it is this year for him, and he's just got to take it in the books like this. And hopefully his stats can actually push him to maybe get this award and actually be right up in there with Scherzer. So, but yeah. Anyways, let's move on. All right, so basically our pick for this year is going to be Max Scherzer. his stats are insane. He's just an insane player, pitcher, and he's going to be our front runner for this award, and I expect to see him win this year. So he's going to be one of those guys is always going to be in the mix for this award every year, no matter what team he's playing for, or even if he gets injured at the beginning of the year, like he's never hurt. Like I don't even remember the last time he was hurt or on the DL, and I'm sure if it was on the DL, it was like some short stint. But I mean, this guy is always ready to go and always prepared. He's just a straight up professional. So I mean, he goes out there every day and battles, and he's trying to go those full 9 innings every time he pitches, and it's crazy that how often he can do that. So I expect to see Max Scherzer win this award this year, and he's a well-deserved guy for it. So his stats are crazy, and everything backs him up this year to be able to win it. But yeah, anyways, if you like this video, please like and subscribe. Keep checking us out, man. Really appreciate you. Have a good one.